Hey guys, I know I haven't made any videos for a couple months, but right now I'm actually having vertigo. Vertigos when everything's spinning. I woke up about half an hour and with it, and I'm still lightheaded, dizzy, vertigo. Vertigo's like everything is like kind of spinning. You feel like everything is tilted to one side. It depending on which way I'm looking, which way I'm facing. You know, um. But this time when it happened, I just left my eyes open. Where before you can tell my breathing is off. I'm like and stuff, but I apologize for that. It almost threw me into a panic attack, which I haven't had a panic attack for almost I would say almost 2 years. It's crazy to think. Just 4 years ago, around this time, is when I first started experiencing panic attacks, and I think that's what kind of triggered me to have it around this time of the year. Ever since, because like some reason my mind is like deep inside my mind is thinking about the first time it happened, and then the second time it happened, and etc. I think that's what's happening to me right now. I'm just my mind is just thinking, and it's I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but at the same time, I don't know, something in my mind is like just thinking, and then I can feel this pressure in my head on this side. And when you have anxiety, panic attacks, you get all these symptoms. But what I'm happy about is, even though I almost had a panic attack, I was still able to get up, use the bathroom. When I was in the bathroom, it was even worse because I talked about this before. The places I get dizzy the most, vertigo and lightheaded the most, was always the bathroom. Um, the bathroom and the kitchen always threw me off for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it always had to be the bathroom, the kitchen. I think my first few panic attacks at home happened while I was taking a shower, so I think that's what also threw me into a vertigo. Or made it worse when I went to the bathroom because I was thinking about my first couple panic attacks when I was taking a shower or just using the bathroom, and I can feel my neck, kind of tightening up, like stiffness, and my ears wasn't ringing, but my neck got really stiff. This side of my head start feeling this pressure, and I think that's what made the vertigo even worse. I have no ringing in the ears, but when my anxiety, my panic attacks was really bad. That's what really the wing in the ear really threw me off as well. But lately, I haven't had any wing in the ears. But other than that, I'm doing fine. Still working right now due to the coronavirus. I'm only working 3 days out the week instead of 5 days. But in 2 weeks, I'm going back to 5 days. And sometimes I work, I'll feel a little off, like that detached feeling, but it doesn't really bother me. Not a lot of the symptoms that I used to have, I haven't had for ever since I started going back to work. Ever since I slowly recover a lot of the symptoms I haven't had, they're gone. Sometimes I'll still get headaches here and there, a little off balance, but the off balance doesn't really bother me as much as they used to. It's just the vertigo, the lighthead, the dizziness, like the really bad dizziness and the lightheaded. Is what really gets to me. But the off balance is a different feeling for me. Off balance is like when I can't plant my leg onto the ground. That doesn't really bother me. It will bother me if I get hit with the vertigo and the dizziness and the lightheaded all at once. Then that itself will or could trigger me into having a panic attack. But other than that, I'm still working. Like I say, I'm still going to the stores if I had to go pick up food and stuff. But we're still pretty much on lockdown right here where I live in California. But there's not the malls are not open. There's only a couple of stores that are open, like essential item, like your Safeway, your Lucky's, Target, Walmart stores like that that's open. But you know we're required to wear masks at work as and take our temperature before we enter the building, things like that. But I don't work at a grocery store. I work in a warehouse that inside corporate office. But it's crazy to think, you know, due to this virus, I was actually sick. I actually had a flu or fever. Towards the beginning of the year, I think I had it for 3 to 4 days. So I was out working. Towards my third day, I believe, I was getting hot at work, and they just sent me home. And I didn't know anything about the virus, but they told me about it, and then I just looked up the news. And I was like, I didn't even know there was some kind of virus going on. But you know, I the, the doctor just gave me a test and said I had a high fever and just take a couple of days off for work. And then my manager said, yeah, don't come back till your fever is calm back to normal. And ever since then, I was fine. But I've been seeing a lot of people getting sick at work. Even before I got sick. So I don't know what's going on with that. But working 3 days kind of makes, and having 4 days off, it makes me kind of lazy at the same time. All I'm doing at home is sleeping. When I can, and I'm not much of a sleeper. And even when I was working 5 days, I didn't really sleep that much. When I had panic attacks, yeah, I was trying to sleep as much as I can, so I didn't feel the panic attacks. But it's crazy because even when I was sleeping, sometimes I'll dream about the panic attacks. But lately I haven't dreamed about panic attacks. But this morning, when I woke up, it just felt really terrible. The feeling that I had and all that stuff. I don't know. It's just try not to let the I'm trying not to let it get to me. Because I don't want it to be stuck in my mind all day. Because when it's stuck in your mind all day, then you keep thinking about it. When you keep thinking about it, then you're gonna start worrying. Oh my God, is my panic attacks coming back? But right now I'm like kind of massaging this stiff part of my neck, and I think that's what happened because I don't really sleep. I always twist and turn when I sleep, and I think that itself could make me have like this part of my body could be really tight. And sometimes, like when I used to put icy hot every few days on it right here where it hurts, I gently massage it. It ease up on the lightheadedness. It helps my body feel loose. And when my body feels loose, I don't feel any anxiety, no panic attacks, anything. So most likely I'm just gonna have to go like kind of gently massage the part of my body that hurts and stuff. But other than that, my daughter just turned 18 towards about 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago, I should say. It's crazy to think when when she was in middle school, I think towards her last year of middle school, that's when I started having a panic attack. And yesterday and it's her last year in high school, and I'm having these feelings, and I can remember. I don't know if it's something me worrying about my daughter getting older. She just turned 18, like I say, or it's just me randomly getting flashbacks. And I know a lot of you guys that have panic attacks have flashbacks of, like, you remember the first time it happened to you, when you first had panic attacks. And when you have those thoughts, and then you start thinking, oh my God, why am I thinking about my panic attacks? Especially if you recover from it, you start thinking about it. Or even if you don't recover, you always seem to remember when you first had it, where you were, who you were with and stuff. And for me, I was with my daughter. So I'm trying to block out those memories and stuff, but it's just sometimes it just randomly pops up. you know. But other than that, you know, I'm about to find something to eat. But I'll try to make more videos on how I recover from my own panic attacks.